Hello, this is James. Let me ask you a couple of questions while we're waiting for Facebook to do its thing and to notify everyone. And by the way, when you come in, please say hello and comment down below. I'll come back after the fact. If you have questions, you can put them down below and I'll come back after the fact and I will answer them to the best of my ability. You'll notice that today's topic is pushing through the dip. Now, what do I mean? Well, let me ask you, do you feel like you're in kind of a lull right now, a dip? Do you feel like maybe you're in the valley and you once were on the peak? You might even feel like you're in the pit. A lot of people in today's world are feeling like things are moving slow. Things have been taken away. Things aren't working exactly as they would like them to be. If that's you, then hang on, because I'm going to tell you exactly what it takes and specifically how to push through the dip. And God knows, if you know anything about my life, you know that I have experience. I don't have book knowledge. I have real life experience. Now, while we're waiting for people to come in, make sure you say hello down below and tell me who you are. Then a couple of quick things while we're waiting on Facebook to do its thing. Number one, if you're not yet following me on YouTube, then please check it out. Go to YouTube, it's James Arthur Ray, and follow me on YouTube. There's over 200 videos there on all topics, from how to make more money to how to have better relationships to how to have more mental prowess, mental toughness, emotional strength, how to have a stronger, deeper spiritual connection, how to have more health and fitness, and so much more. So follow me on James Arthur Ray if you're not yet following on YouTube. Number two, if this video touches you in a powerful and positive way, then just help me help you. Just hit that share button down below. Just hit the share button. It's really easy to do. It's not that hard. It's a click. You know how to do this. Just hit that share button and help me help you. Help those you love and care about. There's a lot of people who are in turbulent times in our world right now. And if you know those people, if they're your friends and followers and family, then just hit that share button. And it's a great way to bless them and bless yourself. Now, let's come back to this idea of the dip. Do you feel like you're in a valley right now? Do you feel like you once had something and it's gone? There's a lot of people in that position. Do you feel like maybe you're in the pit? You once were in the peak and now you're in the pit. Well, let me just assure you, it's okay. Everything's going to be okay, because that's how life works. See, 2020 was a tough year. Let's face it. It was tough for me. It was tough for you. And there's a lot of people in 2020 who said, oh, I lost my job, I lost my income, I lost a lot of clients, I'm not making the kind of money I was once making. And we come into 2021 on the tail end of turbulence. Is that you? And yet, what did most people do in 2020 when they hit the dip? Did they take advantage of it? Did they seize the opportunity, or did they let it seize them? Excuse me. I'm going to suggest that most people did the latter. They let it seize them. Instead of playing the game, they let the game play them. Are you with me on this? Now, why do I say it's okay? Because that's how life works. You see, we want to fool ourselves into an illusion that it's going to be the peak experience and the peak results all the time. That's not realistic. There's a hermetic law. One of the 7 hermetic laws of this universe is the law of rhythm. And the law of rhythm says seasons come, seasons go. Tide flows in, tide flows out. Everything rises and then it falls. And it cannot be otherwise in this third dimensional reality. Are you with me on this? Now, no matter how much we don't like it, and I don't like it either, doesn't mean you're going to like it. You don't have to like it, but not liking it is not going to change it. Every growth is followed by a decrease. Every rise is followed by a fall. And The bigger the rise, the bigger the fall. And so, are you in a dip right now? Well, that's just the law of rhythm. You see, every single spring is followed by summer, is followed by fall, is followed by winter. And the cycle continues. Are you with me on this? Do you follow the metaphor? You see, we want to fool ourselves into thinking that we have endless summer. That's not how life works. There's a season to sow, and there's a season to reap, but they're not the same season. And so, how do you understand this? More importantly, how do you leverage it? That's the key. How do you make it work for you versus being worked by it? Well, that's what I'd like to share with you. Because no matter how much you want to consistently increase, and grow and grow your results, it's not going to happen that way. But you can continually grow and grow. Now stick with me here. Your results are not always going to grow in the external world, but your results in the external world are a direct reflection of the results in your inner world. Does that make sense to you? You see, your results are a reflection of you. If you want your results to grow, you must grow. And I'm not talking about reading books. There's a lot of book readers out there, and book readers will never be beast beaters. Would you rather work with a book reader or a beast beater? Because the only way you're going to beat the beast is to get into the arena. The only way you learn is not by study. The only way you learn is through application. The only way you learn is through experience. So what happened in 2020? Well, what did most people do? In my experience, most people curled up in a ball, and they started watching a lot of television. They started eating a lot of comfort foods. They stopped working out. Well, that's not what nature does. Pay attention to what nature does in the winter time. The bear crawls into its cave, and it takes a long winter's nap, and it recuperates. Now, I'm not suggesting that you curl up and take a long nap, although you might do that once in a while. But that's not what I'm suggesting. What I'm suggesting is that you understand the lessons and the metaphors of life. Because in the slow times, that's the time for you to get busy on becoming more. Does that make sense to you? In those slow times, life is gifting you the opportunity in the dip to work on yourself, to study more, to attend more experiential events, to grow more. Bersabeh and I talked with people who were married, who got locked down in 2020 and had to spend 24/7 with their mate, and they didn't even like their mate. They didn't even know their mate. They realized they're living with someone that they don't even like because they're so busy going separate ways all the time until they got locked down, and then it's like, oh my God, I don't like this person. Well, guess what? That's the opportunity to reconnect. That's the opportunity to reunite. That's the opportunity to reunite with yourself. Are you with me on this? You see, the bear doesn't freak out in nature when it's wintertime. The bear says, okay, it's wintertime. It's going to be cold. There's not going to be a lot of berries out and fruits out. So I'm just going to curl up and wait it out. Well, what do you do metaphorically in the winter time of your life? No matter how much you want it to be summer, it's not going to be summer when it's winter. Do you follow me on this? There's a season to sow and a season to reap, and they're not the same season. No one would ever, if they're smart, attempt to harvest their crops in the wintertime. It's just not going to work, because that's not how it works. And so what are you doing if you're in the slow time in your life? If you're in the valley of your life, if you're in the dip of your life, what are you doing with that? Are you leveraging that and taking your power back? Are you investing in yourself? Because spring will come. Every single winter is followed by spring. I've never seen 2 winters in a row. I've seen some really long winters, and we're in a long winter right now in our world, let's face it. But you see, pretty soon, there's going to be spring. And in that time, what you did or didn't do during the winter time is going to be glaringly apparent. So if this makes sense to you, it has to, then let me give you an opportunity. Bersabeh and I have a coaching opportunity. It's our most accessible coaching opportunity. There's no barriers to entry to speak of. There's a link right above my head. It's called Project Stay Home. We put this together in 2020 when everybody was locked down to give people the opportunity to build community, to give people the opportunity to build themselves, to give people the opportunity to become more so they could create more and do more. And here's the great news. We have 4 live coaching sessions per month, every single Thursday night at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Zoom, live coaching with me and Bersabeh. And you can ask your questions. You can get the strategy, skills, techniques to grow yourself and grow your results, to push through the dip. And you say, well, I'm not in a dip right now, James. Well, okay, I'm glad you're not. And guess what? You will be, because that's the law of rhythm. If you're not in the valley right now, and you're on the peak, congratulations, enjoy the peak, but prepare yourself for the valley, because the big black truck pulls up in front of every single home eventually. Are you with me on this? And what you've done in the years to prepare. See, the things that pulled me through my tsunami were the things I did in the years of preparation prior to that pulled me through my dip. And my dip was to hell and back, if you know anything about my life. And so click the link above my head. Project Stay Home is live coaching via Zoom every single week, 4 times a month, every Thursday night at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard. And you go, well, James, I'm outside the country. That's okay. It's on Zoom. We have members all around the country who are growth-minded. They're committed to growing and improving themselves. And some of them get up crazy early to be on Project Stay Home. Some of them stay up crazy late, given where they live. And then even if you don't want to do that, if you happen to miss one, not to worry, because we have an online library where we record every one of them, and you have full access to that library 24/7 for as long as you're a member. There's over 200 hours of live coaching already there. So just click the link above my head, grab all the details. It'll take you right to the landing page, grab all the details and a credit card, and here's the investment. It's less than $5 a week. It's $19.97 a month. Less than $20 a month. Someone said to me recently, that is stupid cheap. And they're right, it is stupid cheap, and we want to help you. So for less than $20 a month, less than $5 a week, you can get 5 live coaching sessions every single week, 4 times a month. And we'll connect you with a powerful community so you can network and grow yourself and grow your business. And that's a very powerful thing in today's world. So look, there's everything to gain, nothing to lose. Click the link above my head, and a credit card and $19.97 will queue you up and get you into our community, and you can join us Thursday night. I want to thank you for a couple of moments of your day, and I look forward to coaching you and supporting you through the dip and beyond in Project Stay Home. God bless you. Have a masterful day.